beautiful Sunday evening, day number 16 in the month of November 2025. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Iron Port here on Metropolitan Television. Iron Port is proudly brought to you by the Ghana Revenue Authority, GOIL PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, and indeed Phoenix Insurance. The show is proudly powered by the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority-GPHA, and our media partner is the Business and Financial Times, the BNFT. Now, if you want to have a grasp of all that transpired on the show tonight, make a date and grab the Thursday edition of the BNFT, and you'll be able to read all that happened here on the show tonight. Indeed, we are streaming live on our social media pages. On Facebook, we are live at Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. Ghana Port and Harbours Authority. Still on Facebook, we are live at Port of Tema. And on YouTube, we are streaming live at Iron Port. Now, we shall be getting interactive with you as usual. So all you have to do is sit back, relax, grab your phones, and send us your messages and comments ahead via our dedicated WhatsApp line, which is 0538-037353, 0538-037353. And when the time is ripe and I pick signals from the production team, we shall activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. My name is Kennedy Mona. We are going for a quick break. When we return, we'll continue the show. Please stay with us.
Brings you quality choices with GOIL Super XP, available in many GOIL stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a GOIL station today and energize your ride with GOIL Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. GOIL Super XP, Wufilia, huh? Wubefee. GOIL, good energy.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serena. You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serena is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serena, just search for Serena Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serena barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately. There you have it. Serena is not just a tool, it's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, We connect. You thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. EFIBA is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
All right, welcome back. So it's now time for us to take a look at happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week. And over the last week, the President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, had calls to commission the phases 1 and 2 of the port expansion project at the port of Tema, that's Terminal 3, plus the fact that the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority also embarked on a trade mission to the Sahelian region, that's Burkina Faso in particular. Let's take a look at these stories. Please enjoy.
President John Dramani Mahama has commissioned the Phase 1 and 2 of the Tema Port Expansion Project, commending the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority for its leadership role. The $1.5 billion project was implemented through a public-private partnership between the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority-GPHA, the Meridian Port Services MPS, the APM Terminals, and Africa Global Logistics AGL. At the commissioning, President Mahama described the project as one of the largest and most ambitious port infrastructure developments in sub-Saharan Africa, hinting that more cranes will arrive early next year, with the last batch of cranes arriving in 2027. This, he says, will make the port the most efficient and fastest turnaround port among the top 5 in Africa.
The Tema Port expansion is one of the most ambitious infrastructure projects in Africa's maritime sector, and it marks a significant milestone in Ghana's path towards industrialization, competitiveness, and global trade leadership. This project is the realization of a dream we have nurtured for years to establish Ghana as the gateway to West Africa. Today, that dream becomes a tangible reality, symbolizing a national aspiration and international confidence. The expansion of the Tema Port strengthens Ghana's reputation as a reliable and efficient hub for international trade and investments. With improved logistics capacity, shorter turnaround times, and increased efficiency, this port enhances Ghana's ability to compete globally. Today, I'm proud that the biggest vessels in the world that enter the biggest ports in Dubai, in Los Angeles, and everything come into Tema Port.
The Minister for Transport, Joseph Bukari-Nikwe, described the project as a bolder national aspiration to build a resilient, future-ready transport and logistics system that supports industrialization, investment, job creation, and regional integration.
The significance of the Tema Port expansion project cannot be overstated. With well-class berth, deeper draft, expanded yard capacity, and modern scanning and cargo handling facilities, and a superior automation, this terminal stands among the most advanced container ports in the continent. The Ministry of Transport remains committed to policies that promote efficiency, transparency, and port experience. As we look to the future, we do so with confidence. Tema Port is ready, Ghana is ready, MPS is ready, and together, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, we will continue to build modern transport systems that our growing economy deserves.
The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Brigadier General Paul Seydou Kulonu, described the Tema Port Expansion Project as a landmark achievement in Ghana's history, adding that GPHA is not resting on these achievements but preparing to construct a new loose cargo and a dedicated ro-ro terminal to support the growing trade volumes. He says the results of the 24-hour port operations have been remarkable, with turnaround time dropping dramatically whilst congestion within the port has reduced.
GPHA is proud to be a shareholder and a strategic partner in MPS, a visionary collaboration initiated under Your Excellency's leadership in 2014 through strong support for modernizing Ghana ports infrastructure through public-private partnership. The port expansion project is a landmark achievement that has transformed the port of Tema into one of the most advanced container terminals in sub-Saharan Africa. Looking ahead, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority is partnering the private sector to construct a new loose cargo terminal dedicated for ro-ro services to support the increasing trade volumes. This phase aligns with Your Excellency's resetting agenda, an inspiration call to renew systems, mindsets, and service culture through discipline, integrity, and results-driven leadership. At GPHA, we have embraced this philosophy wholeheartedly, aligning our operations with the 24-hour economy to maximize productivity, job creation, and enhance competitiveness.
The Chief Executive Officer of the Meridian Port Services MPS, Mohammed Samara, commended GPHA and other stakeholders for making the expansion project a reality. He hinted the terminal will clock 2 million TEUs within 11 months, a milestone no other port in the West Coast has ever chalked, adding the MPS is committed to leveraging technology to maximize its operations.
This terminal will clock 2 million TEUs handled through the keyboard. This is a milestone. No other port in the West Coast has done it. 2 million TEUs in 11 months. So we will close the year with 2.2 or maybe 250,000 on top the two.
Programs and terminal operating system and AI, Your Excellency, is rolled on this to enhance not only the operation, but also the skills of the individual who is operating this equipment and technology. 5,000 jobs were created on this platform.
The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority has reaffirmed its unwavering commitment to strengthening Ghana's position as the preferred transit hub in West Africa following a successful trade mission to Burkina Faso from October 27 to 31, 2025. The high-level mission, led by GPHA Board Chairman Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia, included the Director General Brigadier General Paul Seydou Kulonu, directors of the ports of Tema and Takoradi, general managers, and key stakeholders from Customs, the Ghana Police Service, the Ghana Immigration Service, the Ghana Shippers Authority, and the State Insurance Company, among others. The purpose of the visit was twofold: to formally introduce the newly constituted GPHA board to key partners in Burkina Faso and to engage in high-level discussions on strengthening bilateral cooperation, resolving operational challenges, and promoting Ghana's enhanced port services, particularly the expansion of 24-hour port operations. During the mission, the delegation paid working visits to the Burkina Faso Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the Burkina Faso Shippers Council, and Customs, as well as key economic operators, including CEMAF, Coca-Cola, and Kenny's Commodities. The team also interacted with representatives of the transport unions, drivers associations, and managers and users of the Paga Truck Park, and made courtesy calls on the Ghanaian Embassy in Ouagadougou and other stakeholders facilitating cross-border trade. Stakeholders raised issues such as high shipping and warehousing costs, limited truck availability, and security concerns along the Ghana-Burkina Faso corridor. These challenges, they said, affect the competitiveness of Ghana's transit corridor compared to others in the sub-region.
And as they say we are together and then we'll try and solve our problems. Doing well is not to bring you down or bring your spirit down, but is to encourage you to do better.
La relation entre Metal Group.
So the relationship between Ghana Ports and Kenis has started slowly, a little, and it has been growing over the years and is still growing. And I believe that if Ghana Ports make some effort to be able to catch our volumes, and why not about 80% of our volumes could pass through Ghana Ports.
The volume, the Metal Group of Port Ghana.
In response, GPHA and its partners are assured of continued investment in infrastructure and process improvements to enhance efficiency and reduce the cost of doing business. Among the interventions discussed were ongoing dredging works at Tema and Takoradi to accommodate larger vessels, improved ICAM system integration between Ghana and Burkina Faso, and dedicated land allocation for warehouse construction by Burkina companies. GPHA also reaffirmed that VAT on transit cargo has been fully zero rated, a move expected to significantly ease the cost burden on traders. Security concerns were also a key focus of the dialogue, touching on cases of armed robbery, extortion, and harassment along the transit routes. Director General of GPHA, Brigadier General Paul Seydou Tanya-Kulono, noted that the authority remains dedicated to maintaining open dialogue and collaborative problem solving with all partners in the transit trade ecosystem.
At the end of the day, when we are looking at things, we look at it holistically. And each institution, we have the police, we have the immigration, we have the customs among us. So that at the end of the day, whatever decision that we take, we will operate holistically and at the same time, simultaneous attack on whatever we want to do.
Board Chairman Honorable Johnson Asiedu Nketia emphasized that the trade mission forms part of GPHA's strategic roadmap to enhance customer retention and attract new business.
We know that as human beings and human institutions, we cannot have a perfect relationship. But if we adapt an attitude of commitment towards improving that relationship, we can move along as problems and challenges emerge, we address them, and even the fact of addressing some challenges may even expose new challenges. So we are not perfect, and we know you are also not perfect, because the perfect beings are in heaven. All of us here on earth, we are sinners. And so we need to work on our relationship and nurture the relationship to grow from strength to strength. So the important thing is our commitment to keep the relationship growing.
Through this mission, GPHA reinforced its strategic focus on continuous stakeholder engagement, regional collaboration, and operational excellence, all aimed at ensuring Ghana's ports remain the most reliable and competitive gateway to the landlocked markets of the Sahel.
All right, so those were happenings in the port and shipping industry over the last week by way of local news. We are now zooming into our discussion proper tonight, and tonight we're taking a look at the 24-hour operations in the ports and what the issues have been and what potentials are there for us to explore to maximize economic benefits for our country. Just in July 2025, indeed, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority rolled out the 24-hour economy in direct response to His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama's quest to give Ghana a 24-hour economy. And the ports of Takoradi and Tema actually swung into action. And since then, we've rolled out the 24-hour economy, and the ports are operating 24/7, which implies that at any point of time of day, you can get to the ports, and then you will see business booming there, and you can clear your goods. And GPHA could not have done that without the tacit collaboration and indeed cooperation of key stakeholders, paramount of which is the Customs Division of the Ghana Regional Authority, and indeed the freight forwarders and other, people who make business in the ports go around And so tonight we are privileged to assemble a team. First of all, let me introduce Chief Revenue Officer Kujo Alepe-Nyame, who is a Chief Revenue Officer in charge of outdoor, so to speak, at the Golden Jubilee Terminal, GJT. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely, great to have you. Next to me is Nana Fredria Ajimai Ofriata, who is the President of the Customs Brokers Association of Ghana, QBAG. Good evening, sir. Nana, and welcome.
Good evening, and thank you, Mr. Muna.
Thank you so much for obliging us.
Good to be here.
Absolutely. I'm glad I'm so powerful. I had to pull you out of a meeting, a very important meeting to come here. And that tells you the extent of our friendship and camaraderie as far as IOMPORT is concerned. You are a friend of the show, and so we are deeply grateful to you for coming. And indeed, another friend of the show, Mr. Albert Derek Fiatui, who is the Executive Director of the Center for International Maritime Affairs, Ghana, CIMAG. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Good evening, my brother. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you. So let me start with customs. They run things as far as clearance of goods in the ports concerned. And so I'll begin with you, Chief Revenue Officer Alepe, and find out from you, how has it panned out so far since July, when the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, with your cooperation and collaboration, rolled out the 24-hour service at the ports?
Thank you very much. Actually, the policy has had a very direct impact. The 24-hour policy has been a net positive for trade facilitation and revenue growth by allowing consignments to be cleared and payments processed around the clock. We have significantly reduced dwell time at ports and entry points.
Yes.
This speeds up the supply chain and enhances the Ghana's image as a competitive hub. On revenue,
yes,
we have extended hours that have spread the workload, maintained clearance space during peak periods, and critically ensure that revenue collection does not stop. This has contributed to a consistent and sustained growth in daily revenue targets. I would say that since the policy was rolled out,
yes,
we have certain terminals that are running 24/7.
Right.
The terminals running 24/7 are Reefer Terminal, the Golden Jubilee Terminal, and the Transit Terminal.
And Terminal 2?
Terminal 2 at the moment doesn't run 24/7 because of some logistical constraints.
Right.
Already, Terminal 1, Shed 10,
yes,
already runs 24/7 even before the policy began.
Right.
At that particular terminal, we take delivery of bulk cargo. And when release of bulk cargo and other processes have been completed,
yes,
then the deliveries are done with our preventive branch,
right,
monitoring deliveries around the clock.
Right.
So far, that is what we have.
So far, so good.
And I must say that I have some figures here I can share.
Yes, please.
Just to buttress the impactful nature of the 24-hour
operations. Please share with us, yes.
Over here, when we started in July.
Yes.
You mean the day deliveries?
Yes.
The TEUs.
Yes.
We had, in the day, we had, let me clarify this. We have certain sections at the terminal where we do door-to-door deliveries.
Right.
We do CFS, and then we do general unstuffing of containers.
That's container freight station.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure.
So we started first with the door-to-door deliveries.
Right.
Door-to-door deliveries is actually when containers are unstuffed and restuffed, and the containers are delivered to the importers and traders. So the day deliveries for June was 142.
142.
And then the night delivery for June was 1,018.
1,018.
And then in July, we had 2,460 deliveries, TEUs. And then
that's for day?
For day.
July, give me the figure again.
2,460.
Wow, okay.
And then the night deliveries was 4,312.
Okay.
And then in August, the day deliveries was 2,343.
2,343.
Okay. And the night deliveries was 4,910.
4,910, okay.
So on the 25th of 12th of September 2024,
yes, September.
GPHA decided to add another department to the deliveries,
right.
the CFS.
Right, sure.
So the CFS deliveries
yes.
started from September.
Mm-hmm.
And those deliveries, the day deliveries, was 2,000. Wrong. The day delivery was 1,756.
Okay.
And then the night deliveries was 156.
156 night.
Wrong. It was rather 308.
308, okay.
Then the day delivery was 2,000 for October. 2,796. And then the night delivery was 979.
Slow again, October, day deliveries.
2,796.
796, okay.
And then the night delivery was 979.
979, okay. Okay.
So far, the September deliveries, the figures I have here was for up to 10th of November.
November, okay.
And those are quite low figures. We are
right.
here to end the month.
Okay.
So with these figures, you can really tell that the 24-hour economy is actually on stream.
Yes.
And a lot of the trading public have actually bought into it, and they are seriously patronizing it.
Absolutely.
There are other factors like demurrage, which ordinarily, without the night operations, which would have even gone into the following day, because of the 24-hour economy, they are able to still clear their consignments and then save themselves from other unnecessary costs.
Absolutely. Okay. So if you analyze the figures that you just gave, it tells one thing, that the night patronage is even much higher than during the day.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Because if you take a look at June, you mentioned June 1st, but I have July here. The day deliveries into use. The daytime you had 142.
Yes.
And then in nighttime you had 1,018.
Exactly.
That's for July. So it means that the night patronage was far higher than the day patronage. And in July, for the day patronage, you had 2,460 and 4,312 for night. Now in August, day deliveries were like 2,343 and then 4,910 for night deliveries in July. And you also came in with the CFS. As for the CFS, I think that the day...
We have just, the day is more.
Exactly.
But we've just started, so we are building the momentum.
Right. And one interesting point you made, that was in the latter part of your submission, which has to do with the issue of demurrage and people capitalizing on the 24-hour operations to cut down drastically on demurrage.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes,
so let me come to Mr. Furiata, who are direct users of the 24-hour service, because they are the interface between the port and the importing public, and find out from you what your assessment so far of the 24-hour operations in the ports is since we commenced in July 2025, sir.
Thank you for the opportunity, Mr. Muna. Sorry. I think the concept of 24-hour economy or running 24 hours is a laudable idea.
Right.
We all agree to it. Because for nothing at all, it reduces the dwell time at the port. I mean, he's talked about the last one he mentioned is the demurrage.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those things are cut down significantly because, I mean, it's not a situation that used to exist where by a certain time, if you haven't been to the shipping line, you haven't been to the terminal, they have closed.
Yeah.
So essentially, from the time they have closed to the next day, you can't do anything.
Yes.
So those things have been eliminated, I mean, generally.
Yes.
But it has not affected all the sectors, I must say.
Okay.
Certain shipping lines are yet to come on board fully. And FDA, I think they're one of the few people that I think they have a few challenges, I think, with manpower. And a few of the MDAs are not fully on board. Right. But I want to believe as we roll on, they will come on board.
Would you like to mind sharing names with us, those that are not on board?
Oh, I've just mentioned a few, but it's not as though I mean, give a
Name
dog
and
a
shame,
bad
yeah,
name
so-
or name and
yeah,
shame. No.
yeah.
But, you know, it's a chain.
Right.
It's a supply chain. So when one part is working and the other part is not working, certainly when you get to the point where you have to deal with that agency, then you are stuck.
Yes.
And you can't do anything about it because they have to clear you before you move on.
Yes.
Like Mr. Nyami said, they rolled out and at certain portions of the terminal, but not every section is fully 24 hours. Yeah, because the area where I would think we would have focused more on would have been transit,
Right.
cross-border trade. That is transit directly. Like he said, the Shetan has been doing essentially 24 hours way before, I mean, the government directive for us to do 24 hours. But we have huge logistical challenges in those areas. But I am happy to say that the government has pointed us in a certain direction with the budget. That some amount has been allocated to it. Even though it is not sufficient, we think maybe if it is applied to the critical areas, we can see some much improvement. Because businesses, we have competitors. Togo is doing everything to get our business. So the more we delay, our tardiness will cost us. And when importers decide on where to go, it's difficult when you change over for them to bring them back. So our visits to Burkina Faso and all of those places are good. But there are key things that need to be done to make them stay, or what those who have left to want to come back. And those are the things I think government should focus on.
Right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you very much indeed. Let me come to Mr. Albert Derek Fiatui, who is from the think tank CIMAC, International Center for International Maritime Affairs, Ghana, and find out from you, first of all, if you'd want to oblige us, what economic benefits Ghana expects from from fully implementing the 24-hour port operations, from where you sit.
Thank you very much, my brother, and good evening to our viewers and listeners.
Yes, sir.
I would say that, yes, Ghana has decided to come to speed with the global successful economies.
Yes.
And that is exciting. It is interesting listening to our senior officer, Mr. Nyami, sharing out those figures, indicating that the policy is yielding some positive impacts and results.
A lot of patronage, yes.
Yes, and as a think tank and a research organization and industry watchers, we have also picked up such informations that the policy is actually impacting positively.
Right.
And our stakeholders are very excited.
Yes.
We only facing some challenges, as my brother mentioned.
Yes.
And we are hoping that those challenges will be tackled.
Yeah.
Of course, we needed to start from somewhere. So as an organization, we are very excited about it. And we think that in the near future, those challenges will be tackled and Ghana will be the winner at the end of the day.
Have you done any analysis to take a look at the advantages that the system would offer the users, particularly importers, exporters, the shipping lines, and maybe freight forwarders, what they stand to gain from this whole initiative?
Yes, of course. This policy is not a new one. It's been done elsewhere, so we are not reinventing the wheel.
Right.
We know that the successful maritime countries, examples as Singapore, Dubai, Ali Jabel, Rotterdam, are all into the 24-hour operations.
Yes.
And when they started it, they doubled their operations, revenue generation, and also job creation.
Yes.
And from where we sit, we are observing critically, and we think that the same impact is coming to the Ghanaian economy. Because we know that some private organizations in the port have started engaging more hands to be able to work around the clock.
Yes.
Because most of them will have to operate in the night.
Absolutely.
And on the issue of demurrage payment,
Yes.
the night is also helping. Most people are now excited because either you hear business people complaining severely about demurrage.
Yes.
Now it is only for you to commit yourself to work in the night, and then that is taken care of.
Yeah.
So on the whole, we think that this is a game changer.
Yeah.
We as advocates will continue to ask that the right things are done. Let us learn from those who have made it, and then we will be good to go as a country. But on the whole, we think that it's a great step in the right direction.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Let me come to Mr. Nyami, and he mentioned the fact that some agencies were still not, perhaps, for want of a better word, not they haven't actually come on board, so to speak. One issue that usually we talk about is the inability of all the agencies to assemble at one point for purposes of joint inspection. Since it started, what has been the situation?
Well, I believe for joint inspection, so far, the agencies that actually meet for joint inspection, we have preventive as part of our work.
Yes.
Then we also have FDA, it all depends, FDA, EPA, depending on the consignment in question.
Yes.
There's not so much of a difficulty, I must say.
Right.
I must say. So we have been able to coordinate with them or collaborate with them in order for them not to stall the work. Yeah. So not so much of a problem from our end.
Right.
Yeah. As far as clearance is concerned, we are able to sail through and to make sure that timeous delivery of consignments is achieved.
Right. Let's talk about your staffing. Have you deployed adequate staff to ensure the effective operationalization of this new initiative, the 24-hour economic policy?
Actually, the staffing has actually increased significantly. Hitherto, when we're doing, let me concentrate more on Gunji Jubilee.
Yes.
When we're doing the street day, we had 3 supervisors.
When we're doing what?
The street day.
Straight days,
before
yeah,
the 24-hour economy kicked off in July.
Yes, yes, yes.
We had 20 staff, and then 3 supervisors, and then 1 CCOD. As I speak, that number has increased threefold to around 60 and more. And also, they've put them into, we had them into shifts where they do 3 days day, 3 days night, and then 3 days off.
Right.
So as far as the staffing is concerned, well, we are a bit constrained, though. The request has been made for junior officers to be brought on board. We don't have a lot of the junior officers.
Yes.
So that actually puts some kind of stress on the officers, senior officers, who do the examination.
Right.
Yeah. So we have some level of shortage of staff as far as the staffing is concerned.
Yes.
So that's all I can say.
And what would you say has been the most significant challenges that you faced in the lead up or during the rollout? Perhaps the early stages.
Well, the early stages, that has to do with stakeholders who were not coming on board.
Okay.
Yeah, that was, It took some time before most of them came on.
Right.
But it's also significant to say that the shipping lines, they are still feet dragging.
Yes.
I wouldn't want to mention them. A couple of them are doing so well, and they don't do the night.
Yes.
Yeah, they are not available in the night. So if you haven't resolved issues that have shipping line concerns before the night comes, then it means that you cannot go ahead with your clearance.
Yes.
So those are areas that we'll need to address so that we can have a smooth running of the evening clearance.
Yes.
So those are the issues over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Farata, let me come to you, Nana, and find out from you. You have your membership have your various companies, and you serve your clients. And so, with this introduction, with the introduction of this new policy, that would have required you to also adapt, adjust your operations, perhaps get more hands to be able to, do business in the night, so to speak. How have you been able to adapt, and perhaps?
Well, thank you once again. With the 24-hour shift system, I must say that this is the large scale, is the national scale that we are talking about. But at the port, we've had what we can call a pilot that has been running already. That's MPS.
Yeah, sure. MPS was 24 hours.
Yes, MPS was already doing 24 hours.
Yes.
So, for us as CHAs, as in custom house agents and freight forwarders, it is not exactly something new.
Right.
The only good part that we like and that we pray that would spread out is to be able to do your work with all the other agencies. When it comes to our business, there are 3 main agencies involved.
Right.
The shipping line or the carrier end, the terminal, and then customs.
Right.
Those are the three angles that you have to deal with. So at any point where one party is there and the other is not there, you would have challenges.
Absolutely.
Yes. But MPS was running, so we have the issue. But with MPS, like my senior has already spoken about, you always have to do your final releases with the shipping line before they close. So we would urge the authorities to try and, for lack of a better word, whip them in line. Or compel them to come. Rules are rules. I mean, they are private entities, so you stricto sense, so you can't compel them. But once you put the rules in place that if you want to operate here, these are the rules. I mean, the office it actually remains shut when we have to leave.
Right.
But we operate from our phones and the various. Book appointments, do track, and all of those things online. Do your payments when there's a difference to pay. You have various options. Either you use the USSD, you use Momo. I mean, you have all those other platforms available. Suffice to say that Jubilee, not Golden Jubilee, but GPHA is doing well. We must congratulate them. They are doing well because, I mean, last week and the whole of this week, they are doing their training on the new digital platforms. So that's a feather in their cap because then it makes it easier for you. You don't have to chase revenue before they close and all of those things. So once they have the digital platform fully operational, I mean, that will ease a bit. But it's generally a good policy and it's a good initiative, and we are all for it.
Right.
Yes, we are all for it.
I can see some people have started calling this line. The lines are not activated yet. When we activate the phone lines, to show on your screen. This particular line, it's a WhatsApp line, solely WhatsApp for your text messages. And so please don't call this line. When the time is ripe, we shall activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. Let me come to Mr. Fiatri and find out from you how you're working with government, both authorities and industry players to support this transition, if you have made any such move already.
Thank you very much. Yes, of course, we have made moves. In fact, we are working closely with the 24-hour economy secretariat in trying to get a lot of people educated to appreciate the need for collaboration and cooperation to make the policy successful. One key area that we have identified to make the program successful is the implementation of the multimodal system of transportation.
Okay.
All over the world, no country has succeeded with the implementation of the 24-hour operations without multimodal system. Currently, we have only unimodal, which is the road transport system. And we all know the challenges we have with the road transportation. We have traffic all over the place. The roads are not good. You get to the port road, getting to GPHA headquarters, there are big potholes, if I can even call them manholes. And so we need to diversify and make sure that we invest in transport infrastructure. I'll not mention only road because we need to really focus on rail. We need to focus on inland waterways. And I'm happy to say that during the launch of the phase 2 of the MPS project, the president mentioned that a private investor has approached government to start a ferry terminal. And I was excited because it's an advocacy that CIMAC has been carrying out for a very long time. And so we think that when we pay critical attention to this sector, the work is going to be much more easier, and the country is going to gain so much from it. It is just a fact that we cannot be successful with this project without implementing proper multimodal road network system.
Absolutely. Right. In terms of road, I think that he also mentioned road, and I know we have what we call the T2, T3 link road between the old term, that's T2 and then T3. And it's a short one. I think it's almost done. Pretty shortly, I'm sure it will be, opened to traffic so that it will cut down the time, of transporting cargo from T3 to the other, terminals within the port. And so that has been taken care of. And I also know that the road around Mangwazi area was quite deplorable. And the DG, Brigadier General Paul Tanya Kulono, marshaled, resources and a team, and within the shortest time, it was fixed. And so I know that the Port Authority is very, very mindful of the road network and wants to do everything possible to ensure that they are in good state to facilitate the cargo movement.
Yeah, I mean, those are laudable initiatives, and we salute Brigadier General for that. Yeah. But the major ones are the challenge. You really, where at the point where there's the way bridge,
right?
That was the worst part, and then rightfully it has been fixed.
So let me come to Mr. Nyame once again and find out from you the measures you have ensured. I think you've mentioned some of them. I mean, and the plans for the future as we go properly into the 24-hour economy operations. Are there things that you would want to do to enhance efficiency and productivity within your setup as customs and outdoor?
Yeah, thank you very much. One key element that will ensure that officers discharge their duties efficiently and effectively is the issue of training.
Okay.
So we want to harp on training officers on our core functions. And we know that classification, valuation, and then risk management tools.
Okay.
Those training aspects, we want to harp on them. And we know that once that is very well achieved, officers will be equipped with the skills to be able to identify goods. Now, the identification of goods is very critical to be able to classify goods.
Right.
If you don't get that one right, then you are missing it. So once that is done and physical inspection is conducted, then they can contribute meaningfully to ensure that the right duties are paid and the government can benefit from the revenue thereon.
All right, so this is our report here on Metro TV, and tonight we're taking a look at the 24-hour operations. We're assessing the implementation so far and how to unlock potentials to make it more beneficial to the generality of the Ghanaian people. With us in the studios, we have Chief Revenue Officer Mr. Alepe Nyame Kujo, who is a Chief Revenue Officer, and he's in charge of outdoor at the Golden Jubilee Terminal. And we also have in the studios Nana Frederick Adjumoye-Froyata, who is the President of the Customs Brokers Association of Ghana, QBAG, and indeed Mr. Albert Derifiatui, who is Executive Director of the Center for International Maritime Affairs Ghana, CIMAG. That's a think tank in the industry. They are the three gentlemen we're having a discussion with. We're going to go for a quick break. When we return, we will activate the phone lines for you to call in and contribute to the discussion. I'll share your messages also with the rest of the world. Please stay with us.
Good energy brings you quality choices with Goil Super XP. Available in many Goil stations nationwide. It is fortified with special additives that help your engine perform better and use less fuel. Branch into a Goil station today and energize your ride with Goil Super XP, compatible with most vehicles. Goil Super XP will feel ya, huh? Will be feel. Goil, good energy. Yeah, yeah.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Tell God, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome to today's edition of Serene Insurance Business News. We present to you Serena. You're right. You can complete an entire insurance process for the purchase of any motor and other insurance products, from onboarding to issuing a motor insurance sticker and policy certificate, all on WhatsApp in less than 10 minutes. Serena is simple to use and it prioritizes user ease and flexibility. You can either use voice notes or text to effortlessly issue your instant policy, cross-platform renewals, claims, and also process your payments through mobile money, Visa, and MasterCard. To engage Serena, just search for Serena Serene Insurance on all social media handles and scan the Serena barcode or save her number 0500 517 114 and start chatting her on WhatsApp immediately. There you have it. Serena is not just a tool, it's an innovation by Serene Insurance designed to redefine how motor and travel insurance are accessed and managed. Speed, convenience, and reliability.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
At Phoenix Insurance, we make the unpredictable predictable and the uncertain certain with our range of products, including motor insurance, fire insurance, engineering insurance, marine insurance, accident insurances, and all types of bonds. We have you covered. We also support you with risk management advice to enable you stay focused on your business. Take a policy with Phoenix Insurance today. We help you rise from adversity stronger and more secure. Contact us on 0302 246319 or 0302 246644 or any of our branches, agencies, and brokers spread across the nation. You can as well connect with us on our WhatsApp chatbot. Efiba is waiting to assist you. Make the future predictable with Phoenix Insurance. Phoenix Insurance, a delightful service experience delivered with wisdom.
Scam alert. It has come to the attention of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority that certain unscrupulous individuals are fraudulently using the name of the authority to deceive and defraud members of the public. These individuals have circulated a post on social media falsely claiming that GPHA is currently conducting a recruitment exercise and urging the public to engage with them. We wish to state emphatically that GPHA is not conducting any recruitment exercise at this time, and the authority has not authorized any individuals or entities to advertise or facilitate such activities on its behalf. We urge the general public to disregard these fraudulent messages and to verify any official communication directly through our authorized channels. GPHA remains committed to transparency and will always communicate legitimate opportunities through its official website and recognized media platforms.
Welcome to the GPHA port of Takoradi, Ghana's first commercial port. The Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, GPHA, has in its quest to position the ports of Ghana as the leading trade and logistics hub of West Africa, embarked on a massive expansion drive at its Takoradi port, the first commercial port of the country. This has resulted in a radical transformation of the initial 7-berth low-drafted port, which was constructed in 1928, to an ultra-modern port fitted with deep drafted container, multi-purpose dry bulk, and liquid bulk facilities. The 16-meter deep dry bulk terminal is the deepest in the sub-region, with a total quay length of 800 meters. It is fitted with a combined 3-kilometer length conveyor system, which comes with a 2,500 metric tons per hour ship loading capacity, which has greatly improved ship turnaround time at the port. The Marshall Liquid Bulk Terminal is a fully automated liquid bulk facility dredged to -14 chart datum and equipped with automated firefighting system. The facility is fitted with 5 loading arms for gasoline, diesel, LPG, bitumen, and heavy fuel. On the container side, Takoradi Port's 16-meter deep yield port and ATSL container terminal with a key length of 600 is expected to receive container vessels in the 3rd quarter of the year.
All right, welcome back. This is Iron Port here on Metro TV. Tonight we are taking a look at the implementation of the 24-hour policy at the port of Tema and Takoradi, and we are trying to take a look at the implementation so far and also see what potential there are that we can explore to benefit the generality of the Ghanaian people. With us in the studios tonight, we have Mr. Chief Revenue Officer Kujo Alepe-Nyame, who is with the Ghana Regional Authority Customs Division. He is in charge of outdoor at the Golden Jubilee Terminal, GJT, in the port of Tema. We also have in the studios Nana Fredri Adjumayon Friata, who is the president of the Customs Brokers Association of Ghana, and indeed Mr. Albert Derek Fiatui, who is the executive director of industry think tank Center for International Maritime Affairs, Ghana, CIMAG. There are 3 gentlemen we're having a discussion with tonight. We're going to be taking your messages. You can also call and contribute to the discussion. The line will be dropped there on your screen pretty shortly. 0245-8349-80, 0245-8349-80. You can call in and contribute to the discussion. Now you are watching us live on Facebook. Maxwell Masters, that's your name. Say God bless GPHA. That's just all that you said. Thank you so much. And this one, you also Divine Quay, you're also watching us live on Facebook. You say a good reason to recruit more and bring more employment opportunities so we can benefit from the 24-hour economy. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for watching us live. Please keep doing so. I understand we have a caller on the line. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Awesome. Please go ahead.
All right, sir. My name is Frimpong, and
Yes.
I'm calling from Tema.
Is that Romeo?
Yes, sir.
I know the voice. Yes, sir. Please shoot, sir.
All right. So I will first of all want to say good evening to your panel, Mr. Nyame, Mr. Fiatu, and then my honorable president.
Yes, sir.
Nana. All right. So quick one. Ensuring that all the stakeholders come on board.
Yes.
All right. I think this would be the job of the Ghana Ships Authority. All right. Nana was talking about the fact that we need a seat. The government need a seat at port to ensure that everybody comes on board. We already have a seat there. All right. So the Shippers Authority, they have this LI. Okay. I know they are preparing a new one, but in the meanwhile, they can actually use the LI 2190. I think Section 5 or 6 talks about standard of service. All right.
Right.
We have gotten to the era where the port needs to work 24 hours. Every stakeholder is doing their best. GPHA, other terminals are doing their best. We would ask Shippers Authority to ensure they should move around. They should go and check. Whoever is not on board should be gladly on board so that the job or the motive behind the 24-hour would be achieved.
Right.
That is number one. Because I know terminals like Save is not doing. Some of the shipping lines, they do up to 10, 11, 12.
Yes.
But when you are working, you need your deal to be updated around 1, 2. And there is no line to work for you. You have to go back home and then come back the next day.
Right.
To defeat the purposes of the 24-hour. All right. Number 2, I also want to emphasize that the infrastructure at some of the terminals be quickly done. All right, so that we can enjoy the services when we go there at night.
Right.
Currently, when you go to some of the terminals, you have to literally stand there outside. When it is day, you stand in the sun waiting for the MDAs to work on your documents for you. We are all partners in this job, so they should give us proper infrastructure so that we can all enjoy the air conditioning when we are working, especially in the night.
Right.
Now, I also want to advise our agents, all right? In fact, Mr. Mona, it is important we ensure the demurrages and all that, so we need to work. But our people are abusing the 24 hours. Recently, a lady died. She came to work in the night, worked in the morning, came back in the night, went back in the morning. She was driving the car she cleared. She just fainted, took her to the hospital. She died. Wow. I'm advising that when you come in the night, please go back home and relax.
Yes.
You can book another appointment in the night, but don't come in the night, work, and then come back in the morning and then do it conservatively. It will derail you. Yeah. Please, I want to use this platform to advise our people. We need our agents. Right. We need them to work for our shippers and importers. So they should also, consider their health. The last one, Mr. Nyame, please, I want you to consider the procedure we go through when clearing. In fact, it is very, very important. Currently, when you are clearing a vehicle at Golden Jubilee or Savon, you request for service, go to the marker, back to the officer, released by the officer, go to the OIC, you do your waybill, go to car park, booking and signing, preventive, you go and kill security. There are processes, plethora of processes. In fact, by the time you work during the night, you'll be worn out. So please, we are in a technical age, a tech age, where we need to take advantage of technology. Please, we need to cut some of these processes. And everywhere you go, you have to queue. Now, when you are clearing cargo at Golden Jubilee, every cargo you need to go to GSA, the Standards Authority.
Yeah.
You go to the chemist. When you're clearing spare parts, you need to go to the chemist. Please, let us review the procedure.
Right. All right. Thank you very much. Mr. Nyame, would you want to respond to the last bit?
Well,
reviewing the procedure.
So far, that is what is currently in operation. I think that management is listening.
Right.
And then if there are any things that can be done to shorten the procedures, I think we'll consider it going forward. Thank you.
Right. Okay. This one says, a very good evening to you and the panel members. Kindly ask Nana to also mention that customs is also doing very well. There's no name. What I can see here is watch or something. I don't know. Yeah, thank you so much for your message, but Nana, that's for you. It says you must commend customs as well for doing a good job. Yeah. Okay, so I think that would continue with the discussion, but you can also call. The number to dial is 02458349880. Mr. Fiatui, you have something to add?
Yes, let me mention that Romeo made a point.
Yes.
About infrastructure, especially for the custom house agents in the port.
Yes.
In fact, when you go to the port and observe critically, you realize that they are one of the most critical players in the port.
Yeah.
But they are the most underrated. The conditions under which they work, sometimes when you go, you feel very sad.
Right.
As if we are still in those ages where you think that they are Goro boys.
Yeah.
But that is not the case. They are customs house agents, professionals.
Yes.
So I want
licensed
to...
by the customs.
Yes. I want us to... The system to take a good look at the conditions under which they work. Because without them, we cannot really operate in the port.
Yes.
And also the issue of technology and digitalization. We are in that age. So anything that we can do to improve the processes and the systems will plead that it be done. The GRA, the customs, I know, as the senior man said, they are listening. Some of the things that are done manually now can be handled digitally, and then the process will be a lot more easier for all of us.
Right. Yeah. Right. Okay. Mr. Nyame, yes.
Yeah. Talking about the structures, I think that let me first comment DG.
Yes.
And then Director of Ports.
Right.
They've been very, very available.
Yes.
For us, anytime we approach them with our issues.
Right.
The latest of which has not really gone well, I must say. Sheten.
Yes.
That office is in bad shape.
Right.
The environment in that office is just too bad.
Right.
Rodents compete with space with our offices.
Right.
I have been with him a couple of times to complain. And the issue of lack of funds is the issue. They are our landlords.
Yes.
So we are occupying it. But I still believe that they being our landlords, they can do something about
Absolutely.
They can do something about it. It's just an appeal.
Right.
I know my commissioner is listening.
Yeah.
I've also spoken to him about it.
Okay.
And I think that is one sure office that should be revamped, should be refurbished, so as to, promote the 24-hour economy that we want.
Well.
Thank you.
Very well noted. Yes. Mr. Fiatui.
Yes.
Let's find out from you. We're just about wrapping up because I think we have barely some 9 minutes to go. So if you would want to draw attention to some models or best practices elsewhere that you think that we should be benchmarking to improve our system here.
Thank you very much. I think I mentioned earlier Singapore.
Yes.
As one of the busiest ports in the world.
Yeah.
And I think they run about 37 million TEUs annually. And we are now talking about 2 million or so for MPS. And they are able to do that very effectively in
Singapore.
Yes. So Singapore is one of the busiest ports in the world. And we all know the strategies that they've adopted to be able to come this far.
Right.
And another one is also the Ali Jabal port.
Yes.
We have the Rotterdam port.
Yes.
Even Nigeria, when Nigeria started their Apapa port,
yes.
within a space of 6 months, they were able to increase, reduce their turnaround time, generate more revenue, and also created more jobs.
Yeah.
And so there are a lot of examples for us to look at.
To learn from.
So by the decision to start the 24-hour port operation, we think that the future of the maritime industry and the port operations in Ghana is very bright, and we ask that all stakeholders will come on board. Let's share ideas, let's collaborate, let's coordinate, and make sure that we tap deeply into this very important policy and gain from it.
That was going to be my last question to you about how stakeholders can support the successful implementation of the 24-hour port operations. I don't know.
Yes, information sharing,
right,
and also giving a lot of feedback to the port authorities, the GRA, and other stakeholders. And let me also conclude by saying that all of them are doing well so far.
Yes.
The challenges we are confronted with are expected with a new policy.
Yes.
So the GPHA, the GRA, and all other stakeholders are doing well, and we want to encourage them to do more so that in the end, all of us will pat ourselves at the back and say, yes, we have done it.
Absolutely. Okay. Ohima and Tema, Pauline, good evening. She says, good evening, Ken. The pilfering by the gangs is not an exceptional case. It's a reality. Okay. We need the cameras at examination areas just like it is at MPS. Some officers are quite rude to agents for no reason. How some of the officers treat our field officers is really bad. Customs must up their game in that regard. This one, it's in your court, Mr. Nyame.
Well, I said a while ago that we are trying to train officers in a manner that they can discharge their duties purposefully in the interest of the general public, the general trading public.
Yes.
I must also say that even currently ongoing, there are competency courses that are running, just to equip the officers with the necessary skills and then customer service skills, so they can, for every house, there's a Mensa.
Yeah.
So for those of us who are direct supervisors of our officers, I will entreat those who feel that they've not been treated fairly should report or come forward to their the CCODs and then the immediate supervisors for redress of some of these issues.
Right.
I think that it sometimes gets so bad when we hear some of these things. As public officers, we are there to serve the public, and you are not there on your own. So I will entreat officers to be very mindful of the way they discharge or portray themselves to the general public. Because they are also human beings like us. They are there to do. If they are not there, we are not there.
Yeah.
So we have to treat them with respect, so that some of these things, when we hear it, it's not very comforting at all.
Absolutely.
It's very discomforting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes. Let me come to Mr. Oforiatta and take your final words and find out from you going forward what role you think that other stakeholders can play. Even your own members and the freight forwarding fraternity. what everybody can do to ensure that we have the 24-hour operations at the ports running effectively and efficiently as possible so that we can reap the full benefits for which it was rolled out?
I think from our point, ours is training. We've started training our people on 3PLs and things like that, third-party logistics and things like that, because that's the way, logistics is going.
Yes.
So it's not about just sitting down and waiting for a bill to be sent to you or an airway bill to be sent to you before you can do business.
Right.
There are other aspects of the trade that we need to train our people on. And the unfortunate incident that we all heard of about, one of our own getting involved in an accident and all that.
Yeah.
We are doing training on those things. And next week there's something we need to touch on from the KOFA perspective, because there are not so much jobs. So when somebody gets a job, they are reluctant to share some off to another agent to do it.
Absolutely.
Because if you have done night, you shouldn't come and continue and do day. You should take the time off. And these things, unfortunately, it happens in organizations. Our mandate doesn't extend into somebody's company.
Absolutely.
But then we'll run the trainings to let them appreciate the need to take time off. If you go and do night, at least you should have a day off before you come back on the field again.
Absolutely.
Because jobs are not so rife. When you get a job, you want to do everything. The idea is, let me finish all and then maybe take a day or two off. And this is what results in the unfortunate fatalities that we recorded.
Right.
But I think for the 24-hour to really work, our biggest issue will be infrastructure.
Okay.
Like we've said,
Right.
be it roads, be it lightning,
Right.
be it manpower, retraining of especially dock labor workers, the people they give to us to come and work, especially at the transit, they should retrain them and screen them some more because they are the ambassadors, because they interact with sometimes the importers are there.
Absolutely.
Yes, for us to go.
Right.
On the part of customs, we want them to relook at the escort scheme because we are paying for escort for the high value goods that are going to the landlord countries.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't get a fiscal officer sitting there even though we are charged.
Sure.
Because if we are paying for tracking devices and then you also have to pay for an escort, it's double, which is the way forward.
Absolutely.
We should look at these things to be able to reduce the cost of doing business. Because if anything the agent pays, it passes it on to the importer. So we should look at these things. If it's tracking, if you think the tracking devices are not, that reliable, improve on them.
That's true.
Because you can't pay for, tracking devices and then you pay for escort, especially for the high value things, the wax springs, the diapers and things like that.
Sure.
We pay huge sums for escort.
Right.
And sometimes the officers don't even accompany them.
Okay.
So we wish the management of customs to take a good look at that area and help us cut down on the excesses.
Yes. Mr. Nyame, just in 30 seconds, your last words, and then we wrap up, please.
Well, thank you very much. And we as customs are committed to ensuring that the 24-hour economy, whatever it is that we will do to make sure that it is successful, collaborate with all the stakeholders, and also offer the necessary service to the satisfaction of our clients, we will do.
Absolutely.
And I also entreat once more that if the agencies see themselves aggrieved through some misbehavior by our officers, they should come forward.
Absolutely.
And we are ready to crack the whip.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Mr. Kujo Alepe Nyame is the Chief Revenue Officer in charge of outdoor at the Golden Jubilee Terminal, Customs Division, Ghana Revenue Authority. We say thanks to Nana Frederick Ajumayo-Furiata, President of the Customs Brokers Association of Ghana, QBAG, and indeed Mr. Albert Derek Fiatui, Executive Director, Center for International Maritime Affairs, Ghana, CIMAG. These are the three gentlemen we've been having a discussion with. Remember, tonight we're taking a look at the 24-hour operations at the port, assessing the implementation so far, and indeed, unlocking potentials that we can explore to benefit the generality of the Ghanaian people. That's to make it much more beneficial. And so we say a big thanks to you for choosing Ion Port. We'd like to say a big thanks once again to our sponsors, Ghana Revenue Authority, GWEL PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link Network Services, Meridian Port Services, MPS, and indeed Phoenix Insurance. Remember, the show is powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, GPHA. We, God willing, would bounce back again next week with another wonderful edition of your favorite Ion Port program. My name is Kennedy Mona. We encourage you to keep watching the rest of our programs here on Metro TV and make a date and watch the abridged version of Ion Port on Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. on Ghana Television GTV. Thank you so much for choosing us. Have a blessed week ahead. God bless. No less. We're out for now.